Hey guys, quick update video on the last one with a build guide. I swapped the CI and made a few other changes. Here's the passive tree if anyone wants to pause and copycat what I'm doing. And this is the current gem setup. I'm going to talk about some of the changes I did in the last couple of days since the build guide came up. You did see that, should obviously go into that first. But yeah, as you can see, we have Blink now and a few other changes like CI, which is very big as well. And I'm going to justify some of these things. The CI swap basically was not done earlier because I didn't figure out how to balance resistances, and I didn't like my ES pool. I like the 2k HP, but basically CI also allowed me to get rid of Chaos Res, which is the reason I have this ring now, which is the Giga Clear Speed. I will also show you. I will also go over all gear real quick, and you guys can pause if you want to see every gear piece. And yeah, so CI. The CI is probably always the endgame build for this, or the endgame defense that we want here. And the most likely nerf this character will get will be on Grim Feast. But even if they would like remove Grim Feast, I think there is a world in which we want to eventually go acrobatics with Meditate, at least for my hardcore perspective, on this character. I don't even think that Grim Feast will kill, like, Invoker still has the overflow from Ascendancy if he wants to. And that sounds very potent to me, I'm not gonna lie. And yeah, this map right here is, you can watch the mods on the right side. It's a 6-mod map, but to be fair, it's nothing that makes anything in this map particularly more tanky. It's a lot of damage, and we have temp chains, which is obviously making us deal less damage. But beside of that, it's like kind of easy map, you know what I mean? And this map will have a breach and a boss, and I will showcase these things. So CI, if you can justify it, in my opinion, it's a good thing in the end game. For me, it needs like a lot of ES to be justifiable, and especially like if you have a unique ring, then like, you know, Chaos Res, you guys get the point, right? MFS ring was my Chaos Res before. Like, just feel it out. I think 5. I don't want to like, give you guys one number, but I feel like 5k is probably totally enough HP, especially in softcore, with overflow to BCS. So maybe there's even an angle to do it in maps. I think the moment I did it here in hardcore SF was fine. It was fine to keep the 2k HP additionally before I swapped to CI, but now I am here and it's feeling pretty good. So this is a breach now. This breach will start to ramp now, and this will be like the important gameplay you guys are kind of here for, and that's probably what will buy you into this build because of these Herald of Ice explosions. So this ring, and I can also talk while doing it in hardcore SSF in like a 6-mod map, like this is definitely not horrible, you know what I mean? I'm not saying it's like the best build or something like that. I'm just saying this to me feels good as it is. And there will be more upgrades to come, like you can still go crit, as said, etc. So, one very important thing, maybe the most important, and ridiculous by the way, you see now no more breach monsters spawn because the breach is basically fully clear. So breaches in PoE 2 have an obvious limited amount of monsters they can spawn, and if you clear them fast enough, you will just be at the end of a breach and no more monsters will spawn. Makes sense, because if an insane OP build could sustain breaches forever, that would be OP, right? But now with this ring, I can like do a video while playing and I will full clear every breach. It's not a problem. Unless the layout is obviously really bad, then it doesn't happen anymore. But that's the big thing. Anyway, on the ring. The actual big thing outside the ring is something that is stupid and most likely not intended. I guess maybe it is, but basically this support gem is new, guys. Conky thing. So you might think now, maybe it's an obvious downside, right? Less AoE. So yeah, basically when you jump onto a pack, you will, like, until the first mob dies, you will probably even feel the AoE if you played this build a lot. The less AoE definitely does something, it feels a little bit worse, but at the end of the day we just want to kill one monster, and then Herald of Ice is chain exploding the rest of the screen, basically, as you guys just saw in that breach. So less AoE actually doesn't matter. Genuinely, I don't feel it, I don't mind it, it does not matter for this build, like, actually. So then you would say, okay, 40% more damage support, cool. that's potent, right? That's better than many other numbers. Nice, I'm using it. This is not where it ends, and now is where the unintended stuff starts. So first of all, DPS 50k in Haidar. Yes, you see 40% more works. And now look at this mana cost, bottom right, 72 mana. Now I take the support gem out, 72 mana. Now I take any other support gem, 72 mana, right? Martial Tempo is out. So wait, Martial Tempo also does not give me any multiplier. What the fuck? But this I didn't even know that. Okay, but Primal Armament, you see, mana cost is changing, and this one also does not matter. Wait, what? Okay, so I'm confused right now. Anyways, not all of these matter, apparently. Oh, because they don't have a multiplier. No, Primal Armament is the only one that has a cost multiplier. Anyways, this helps because we don't need this anymore. Alright, now I don't need this anymore, okay? This is helping me a lot with mana sustain. This support gem I had in before definitely had some mana multiplier, and I don't have that problem anymore. That's kind of the biggest thing. Everything feels a little bit better now, and yeah. There is, as I said before, a boss in this map. I need to loot this breach real quick to be fair. There is a boss in this map. I will also showcase the damage on that. And you will see, like if you saw some other hardcore SSF players, you will probably say, that damage is fine. It's not like insane, but it's fine. If you saw a lot of softcore trade content or like highlight clips where people abuse some OP mechanics, then you will see the damage is, or then you will probably think, the damage is kind of bad. And I am totally fine with it, because how often do I fight a map boss per hour? I don't know, maybe like 5 times? Nah, not even, like something between 2 to 5 times probably per hour. And if I take 10 seconds on a boss fight more than with some abusive tech, then I don't personally really mind it. But anyway, basically, if you guys want to go into Pinnacle content or some stuff, the tech is very, like, you can just copy my character right now, and you just get 2 unset rings that still, like, keep your resistances balanced, maybe have some flat damage as prefixes. With these 2 unset rings, you will have 2 more slots that will be able to give you 2 additional Tempest bells. And you will just place those down and just do every boss with, like, 3 bells. And that will definitely fix every kind of damage problems you might have when you are, like, fighting, I don't know, Last Floor, Sanctum, Pinnacles, whatsoever. Also, you would also unspec this because you don't freeze Pinnacles as fast and as often as you do other stuff, and you take some random cold pen, like, I don't know, maybe this, that's how you go into bosses. Maybe they nerf Tempest Spell, maybe they nerf Grim Feast, we don't know, but I think in both cases this build will always be fine, because there is the meditate idea, right? You unspec the PDR node on Invoker, and you just go for meditate instead, and you go acrobatics on the tree. I think that will be totally fine as well, but we will see about that when the next patch notes go down. So yeah, I will, while I'm searching for the boss, I will also real quickly talk about Blink. Blink is an ability that I am using right now when I'm like not dashing towards a monster to move faster through the zone. Like that was Blink, and this is our Ice Strike, and this is Blink again. And Blink, when I saw it, when other people used it and I saw it, I was like, doesn't look impressive to me, not gonna lie, and all of that stuff. But trying it out myself made me giga convinced that Blink is the way to go. I removed some, compared to the other video, I removed some of the life sustain stuff, and I'm now on a Blink. And yeah, here is the single target. It starts when I freeze the boss, obviously. Right now, this is the actual single target when everything is up, kinda. You know what I mean? And yeah, so as I said, like this is obviously boss difficulty 4, 6 more 16, right? Because it's +1. There's a lot of people that would say, this is fine, but yeah, anyways, the triple bell would be kind of your carry. Like if you want to do some actual Pinnacle content, you can also always unspec damage, defenses on the tree for damage, right? I do not have a lot of offenses on my tree. This is a hardcore SSF character. After all, I want to live, and I don't want to make damage records. But yeah, so this is some gameplay. This is some breach. This is some single target because some people ask for it with some explanations to the other swaps. I hope this helps, and stay safe.